if I don't get punched in the face 3 times a day, then, but I was braver than anyone else. I'd run through walls more than anyone else. I'd make anyone laugh more than anyone else. I'd do more for you than anyone else. But what about me, right? 4 of us quit and then set up ICP Search in 2001, completely naive, completely stupid. But not only did we not know what we were doing at the time, we also didn't predict the 9/11 disaster that happened just after we set up, and we got hit really hard. It's the greatest gift, right?
Yeah.
So the greatest gift I have when it comes to the entrepreneur word is resilience is different. It's not to be confused with mental health. Resilience is the need on a pursuit of something to take a punch or a kick or a fall and get through it. It's all right. Go again, go again. I was fortunate enough as part of my DNA to be in the job that I do now, that if I fell off my bike, I'm back on it. My mental health over the years has been up and down. Of course it has. You know, I have good days and bad days, but I'll always look for the best in every day, and I'll deal with the bad thing knowing that it will pass.
I'm on a mission to help the world to see success differently. Through sharing the stories of our guests, I hope to inspire those that listen. This is the Different Hats podcast, produced by H2 Productions. I hope you can join us on this journey.
I was just one of those people that was never going to fulfill the potential. So you can have all the love in the world around you. You got to do something with it, and that network wasn't present in my life to know what to do next. But I was braver than anyone else. I'd run through walls more than anyone else. I'd make anyone laugh more than anyone else. I'd do more for you than anyone else. But what about me, right? So very, very fortunately, and this is where luck is huge, and it feeds into most things that we do. This guy called Rod Flavel had just a few years before started a recruitment company that didn't just recruit people in the tech world, it also trained them up to put them into jobs, right? And he had a really good idea. A pretty small company at the time, but he heard about me. But he was also chairman of Saltdean United Football Club. And it's in the cheeky chap, and he was far from stupid. He was like, hey, you come in and do a job for me, just calling round and getting me meetings type of thing. And I'll give you a job in recruitment. What's recruitment? I haven't got a clue what that. Don't you worry about that. Just come and play football for Saltdean United, and I'll give you a job. And the rest is history. So he opened the door to me. I didn't do particularly well there. I think I struggled to spell IT, to be honest, which is it's not the hardest word to spell. Not that it's a word, but you know what I mean. But he taught me more there than I'd learned ever before in a business world. But this became a theme for me as well. It was only a year or two later that I realised what I had and what I'd learned. I'd always learn post-event. Right, yeah. But he gave me a break anyway. And I'm forever grateful for that, because it teed me up to do my own things and start to put things in an order to get in control.
And was it from there then you go and start your own?
Well, I did it there. So if the easiest way to package it up is I used to work for him covering UK accounts.
Yeah. And
then I got moved into the European team to cover more European stuff. But as more chemistry, really. The guy who ran the UK could see that I was a bit of an idiot. He was a straight batter, very successful guy. I ended up with a guy with a bit more flexibility to manage me, I think. Yeah. And then we ended up going to Brussels to open some offices up in Brussels. So I was doing a weekly commute there. But Kate had just moved over from Australia, so she wasn't seeing me Monday to Thursday because I was in Belgium, and that just wasn't working. So I handed my notice in and thanked him with the most soppy resignation letter that he said, don't ever write one like that ever again, and sent me on my way. But he now, their company's worth multi-millions, and he's incredibly successful, as are all the team there I'm incredibly proud of my tiny part that I played in their little or huge success story.
Wow. And then, but then you take that from that, and you believe you learn enough. We're still what are you still 22?
I'm 21, 22 now.
And you've gone from that, and you go, well, I'm just going to go and start my own thing.
I went from there. I joined a friend who used to work for FDM as they are known now. He joined another company. I went there for a few years, did really, really well. Good company. Didn't really fit in with the way that it was being managed. Yeah. And then for loads of different reasons, right and wrong, 4 of us quit and then set up ICP Search in 2001. Completely naive, completely stupid, but very, very, very confident in our abilities. But the thing that we got wrong was our timing. Not only did we not know what we were doing at the time, we also didn't predict the 9/11 disaster that happened just after we set up, and we got hit really hard. Wow. So it was my first moment of braveness and getting into the big world of business, and then a wallop straight away.
A couple of things there. One, like people listening, and you know, people want to start their own business. They're thinking about it, and they go down that path. It's actually quite a quality, do you not think, to be a little bit naive when you're starting?
It's the greatest gift, right?
Yeah.
So the greatest gift I have when it comes to the entrepreneur word is the naivety to risk that I took.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, the naivety to every risk I was taking was my gift. So by not knowing what I was getting myself into, and having this unconditional love and confidence about me, whilst risky, actually, with the personality and the people I had around me, was the greatest gift by a million miles. Because I would never have done it. Would I have done half the things I have done now, 20 years later? Definitely not. But I had to do it. There was no book that I was going to read that would tell me not to do it, and there was no one who was going to tell me not to do something that was going to stop me.
Love that. I love, because there is that, isn't there? There's that thought, if you, whatever it is, whether it's starting a family, starting a business, whatever it is, you go, I'm going to wait for that perfect time. I'll make that plan and I'll do that, and I'll make sure that
people do that. But
yeah, I'm the same as you. Like, use the football analogy. Not always the right way, but 2 feet in. Yeah, that's right. I'm in. Bang, let's go. And then you throw yourself into it, and then you do learn later. Maybe that weren't the right thing. We learn from that.
Well, I think a lot's been. The word resilience gets used and bandied around a lot at the moment. I think we all need resilience. I also think we're a bit. We're programmed. Younger people are programmed differently to maybe how we were programmed. We were pretty much, get up and we'll work it out. I think somewhere in the middle of the way we were brought up, just to get up and get on with it. I think it's a bit too the other way now. Somewhere in the middle's right. But for me, that having a plan is something that I've definitely underestimated through the years. Where resilience is great, but a plan is better. And then you may not need so much resilience.
Yeah, I'm with you. And I think, like you said, that word more so for me since lockdown. Like, you come out of the pandemic and you look like that word got bandied around a lot, but we had to have it. Right? It was any business owner who ever plans for something like that to come in and smash things up and go, there you go, you got that's not going to happen. And no one had that in their 5-year plan. Whoever you were, it don't matter. You haven't got that in the locker. So we had to pivot, be resilient. Those words come out of it so much, but it's such a big thing for any, especially within business. You've got to have it because you're going to take the knocks, aren't you?
If I don't get punched in the face 3 times a day, then I'm having a blinder. We will get punched in the face every single day, and that's cool. You got to back them off. It hurts, so what? Get on with it. What are you doing about it? You can't cry about it. Mental health is different. Mental health is, some people need more support than others. And we have highs, we have lows. Sometimes we're above the line, sometimes we're below the line. That's cool. Again, surround yourself with good people and get whatever help you can. Resilience is different. It's not to be confused with mental health. Resilience is the need on a pursuit of something to take a punch or a kick or a fall and get through it. It's all right. Go again. So long as the pursuit's worth it or the right thing to do, you've got to take a knock. And after a while, they don't hurt. But if you take too many in a row, they really hurt. But still, you've got to get through it.
There's that. I still love I love a movie quote, and I love the Rocky one where he says it's not about how hard you hit, it's about how hard you get it, and you keep going forward, and that's how winning is done or whatever. But it's so true, and you can relate that to business so much. But talk to me about like with then, because you obviously, as you mentioned, even just up until now, where you're starting at ICB Surge and launching that resilience and stuff you've shown. But over the years, then with the mental health side of things. How has your mindset been around that? Have you been able to, obviously ups and downs and lows and stuff, what's your take on that in your sense? Like,
what do you mean?
Have you been able to deal with that? Have you suffered from poor mental health, or?
Have I suffered from poor mental health? I don't think so. I think I stand by it's a thing, and it's something that maybe we didn't know enough about when we were even younger than what we are. Right? I also firmly believe it's something to be careful of, because life is about getting through stuff and survival. I want to be surrounded by happiness and love and winning, but that can't be my pursuit every day, because if that's my pursuit every day, I'm not going to handle the knocks that I get along the way, because you're going to get those. Things are going to happen. People are going to pass. Deals aren't going to happen. Someone's going to say no. Something you expected to happen won't. So if you fall down at those moments and then fall into mental health issues, then that's dangerous. Right? So you have to pick your path accordingly, dependent on you as an individual person. I was fortunate enough as part of my DNA to be in the job that I do now, that if I fell off my bike, I'm back on it. If I got a dead arm, it didn't hurt, shut up moaning or whatever. So my mental health over the years has been up and down. Of course it has. But until I knew about it, I didn't know about it. But now that I know about it, I have good days and bad days. But I'll always look for the best in every day, and I'll deal with the bad thing knowing that it will pass. But I'm lucky like that. Not everyone's lucky like that.
Mindset. No, I get you.